Howdy listeners, welcome back to Rotten Reelz Reviews, audio review number 10. I know, it's just like it was yesterday, so long ago. Today we're going to actually be covering one of my favorite guilty pleasures. It is a horror slash slasher slash thriller. I know, that's a lot to take in. It's the story about a cop that may have been a bit abusive on the streets, tough-nosed and hard-hitting. His deeds of good intentions caught up with him, landing him right smack in the prison that he has sent most of his offenders. This is Maniac Cop. Written by Larry Cohen, writer of Black Caesar, It's Alive, It Lives Again, Q, Perfect Strangers, bestseller, The Unfortunate, A Return to Salem's Lot, and the underrated and surprisingly quite enjoyable Deadly Illusion. Alongside with the horror director, William Lustig, director of The Violation of Claudia, Maniac, Vigilante, Maniac Cop, Hitless, and Relentless, our film opens on the desolate, crime-ridden streets of New York City that just happens to look an awful like L.A. and regions of Culver City, California for the most part. There is some actual footage in New York. It's just few and far between. Moving right along, the rampant street crime is pouring in as a young woman evades a couple of muggers, only to find a beat cop in uniform. Pleading for his help, our mammoth-sized Flatfoot snaps her neck like a twig and then tackles her muggers. A tad excessive, perhaps, but it does cut down on paperwork. With this rash of homicides underway, Detective McCrae, played by Tom Akins of The Rockford Files, The Fog, Escape from New York, Halloween 3, Seasons of the Witch, Night of the Creeps, Lethal Weapon, Turn of Faith, and My Bloody Valentine. He is hard on the case trying to make heads or tails of this. But as the pieces come together from more than a dozen witnesses, there's a very big man in a cop's uniform, dropping people like it's deer season. The commissioner, played by Richard Roundtree of Shaft, Shaft's Big Score, Shaft in Africa, Earthquake, Dave the Assassin, A Time to Die, Rock, Ballistic, and Seven, and the captain, William Smith of Leonardo, Any Which Way You Can, Conan the Barbarian, The Outsiders, and Island of the Witches. They warn McCrae that it's his ass on the chopping block if anything of this leaks out to the general public. Meanwhile, housewife Ellen Forrest, Victoria Caitlin of Ghoulies, Slow Burn, Made to Order, Maniac Cop, Mutant on the Bounty, and the unfortunate Howling 5, The Rebirth, thinks that because her husband isn't currently jumping her bones and is acting all weird, that maybe, just maybe, her hubby Jack, portrayed by Bruce Campbell of The Evil Dead, Crime Wave, Intruder, Moontrap, Sundown, The Vampire Retreat, The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., Ellen, Burn Notice, and Ash vs. Evil Dead, is taking extra shifts to commit macabre murders. Or perhaps he's just making a necklace made out of testicles and the like. Yeah, it's some kind of weird crap there. I would just think he's screwing around on me. After falling to him a cheesy, sleazy hotel, it turns out that Jack is actually having an affair with another officer, Theresa Mallory, portrayed by Lorraine Landon of All the Marbles, Airplane 2 the sequel, Hundra, Maniac Cop, and the unfortunate Samurai Cop 2, Deadly Vengeance. So, yay! Hubby isn't a psycho, he's just an adulterer. Ellen leaves in a huff, screaming, lawyer, his ass, and the whole ball wax while crying profusely on our Officer McLarge, who tends to her. Finally. So while Jack goes back on patrol, only to find out that his wife has been bumped off, and the rest of the force are sizing Jack up as the prime suspect, as he fits the right height of the offender. Nowhere near the build to be doing half of the psychotic stuff, but hey, whatever. McCrae and Mallory pool their resources to prove that Jack isn't the killer when a name surfaces. Matt Cordell, a highly decorated street cop who was convicted of brutality while looking into corruption in City Hall. A corrupt mayor? Well, Now that never happens. Cordell gets jumped by some prisoners, shanked a few times, and allegedly dies in Sing Sing. Or did he? Is it possible that he may have survived this horrible outcome? Is it possible that he is back on the streets of New York, whacking wise guys, scumbags, and the like? Can McCree and Mallory prove that Cordell is still alive? Will Jack be able to see the forest from the trees? Can I ever stop doing dumb puns of that vernacular? Yeah, probably not. So, a few quick fun facts on this flick. Interesting enough, director-writer Sam Raimi of Evil Dead, Spider-Man, and yeah, well, you know the guy's titles, does a cameo as an ace reporter, not only handling his appearance, but he's also in charge of the footage of the St. Patty's parade in the background. Both Bruce Campbell and Robert Zadar, who portrayed Matt Cordell, have been dubbed with the title The Chin. Interesting enough, the body count of this particular film is only 19, which is actually kind of modest for a lot of horror films. Bizarrely enough, Jill Gatsby, who is Larry Cohen's daughter, is quite literally killed in every movie that he writes and she appears in. Now, despite receiving top billing and being the film's protagonist, Tom Akins is surprisingly killed 2/3 through the movie, right? A little weird. But, yeah. Okay, I don't think I have anything else. Our director, William Lutzig, actually makes a cameo as the sleazy motel manager. Yeah, I know, that was probably mind-blowing. So, if you guys have any other suggestions for movies that I need to review, maybe a video game, possibly a TV series, shoot me something in the comments. You can always reach me at Rotten Reelz Reviews on Facebook, and I'll do my best to accommodate you. You take it easy, folks, and I'm out.